everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I'm actually live, and I want to thank everybody for being super patient with me. I probably won't be back live again next week. I have some more dental surgery, but I'm doing my 5-day kickoff coming up, so don't miss it. The 5-day kickoff is January 8th through the 12th. Every day we do a 2-hour session, 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon, where first day is going to be a massive planning day. And then the rest of those days in that week will align with growing your business, enjoying your business, and also planning out your year strategically. I'll also kind of go ahead and put on Gumroad probably tomorrow the 5-day kickoff planner. You can buy that separately if you're not in the class. Just because I put so much work in that first day, I love that part of it. So I cut it half. The rest of the stuff that's for the class is for the class, but I cut a nice chunk out, and I was like, y'all can have that. Also, Plano, Texas. Shout out to all y'all in Dallas. Y'all done blew it up. I'm getting ready to cut off the link because I think it's only like 5 or 6 more seats left. So thank you so much for everybody who jumped on the weekend special for the Plano, Texas event. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm excited to see y'all on the road. We'll see you about 30 days here. Las Vegas, we'll see you in about 62 days. It's about to be lit. Okay, I hope y'all shout out to everybody who's coming. Drop your city and state in the chat. As you can see from the picture, it's a picture of Mr. Shay Shay, which I don't know where that came from, but he got that liquor shot out in the beginning, and Cat Williams. And I want to talk to you about marketing pros. Now, why am I even doing this? I wasn't gonna be live for another 2 weeks on this channel. Reason being is the dental stuff, and also just it's winter solstice time, so we're digging in deep for the year to go well. But the funny thing about this whole Cat Williams thing is I was posting a lot of stuff and I was laughing as I'm posting in the community wall, and then I got a community strike. And I said, whoa, what happened? I got a cyberbullying strike, and I reached out to a bunch of other YouTubers. They also received cyber strikes. Now, why am I even bringing this up? Why is this important? Because a video that got 20 million views in a less than 48-hour window that people are making nonstop memes about, the algorithm still tries to find a way to what? Slow it down. Slow down the fire, slow down the speed, slow down the power of these videos. And whether people believe that or not, there's a lot of power in this algorithm AI generated software, and people don't want to hear that, but that's just the truth, right? And so what happens is you have a moment like what Cat Williams just did, and it is a marketing pro minute. What is a marketing pro minute? A marketing pro minute is where it's a pivot point for the next 6 weeks to 12 weeks. This will be a point of conversation, and I don't find it a bad thing. So let's go there for a second. Everybody he spoke on, their Google search went up. Their Google search went up. Their Google ranking went up. Their SEO went up. Mark Curry, the old show, Hanging Mr. Cooper, viewings went up a lot, and it's on different Black networks if you're still looking for that show. A lot of these 90s shows are still on there. I didn't even know Cedric Entertainer still had a couple shows that were going on at the current time. Those numbers went up. So you have to realize no one's really hurt by this Shannon Sharpe interview. Everybody wins. Like, I saw Cat Williams tickets were coming to Austin in I think January 12th. And I was like, okay, that's coming up. I'll make a note. Then the Shannon Sharpe interview ran up. I go back on Ticketmaster to try to get a ticket yesterday. Baby, ain't nothing left but the nosebleeds for $75. So it worked. And I'm pretty sure there's some of the cities he has on his list are completely sold out. Now, part of why I said what I said before, and I'll keep saying it, Monique, yes, she got her money, her lawsuit money from Netflix. Yes, we should be paying Black actresses and Black actors more money. We all know they haven't been paid fairly. But I remember listening to Black Mother of Hollywood, Jennifer Lewis. When I listened to her audiobook, which it's a wow book, if you can go through the wow parts. In the 70s, in the 80s, they were having to put on their own shows, pull money out of their own pocket, make their own show. This is in the 70s. Okay, so when people sit here and act completely shocked that Cat Williams saying, part of the game is putting money out your own pocket and funding your thing. Everybody knows that. Even Monique knew that, right? Like Joy Coy, and I always bring him as an example, is someone who, like, you saw him on the show and he wasn't making any money because Chelsea Handler was making all the money, and she paid her friends a little bit of something to come on TV and make the show funny, right? She got a check, they got a little bit of something. And they were supposed to promote their show when they came on her show. They were funny. They're like, oh yeah, catch me at the comedy club next Thursday. Or hey, catch me on the road this year. That's how comedy works. Like I'm giving you the platform to help promote yourself, to promote your events, right? Everybody knows that. To act like all of a sudden you have to pull money out your pocket to fund your own shows, and that's crazy, is ludicrous. Kev on stage right at the beginning of the pandemic in 2019 going to 2020, he paid for a tour, 100-city tour, basically. And then the pandemic happened. And he basically said he was in a massive depression. And he was like, oh my God, I basically took a lien out against my house to put this tour on for the year because I knew I was going to make the money back. And so he put the money, some of the venues gave him money back, some of the venues didn't, but he was able to put the money into Kev on stage and make shows and do podcasts and do everything during the pandemic and hit that wave. It's not unknown to comedians that they will have to put the money up to record their show, to sell their show. Joe Coy did it. There's a ton of boring, let's just be honest, white dude artists who are doing it right now on Netflix, and Netflix is buying their show for like $1 million, $2, $3, $4 million. It might only cost them $100,000 or less to record their show on a couple different stages to get the good laughs and cut it together really nicely. But this has always been the game. Like, and for people to come in the music industry and be shocked that artists don't get paid off music, they get paid when they tour, right? Summer Walker, these people would be like, I hate the studio. It traps me. These are all things that y'all should know. This is why there's so much desire for them to do podcasts. This is why there's so much desire for them to do shows, because they need the marketing to push them. They know the industry, the record label don't care about pushing them. Lainey Wilson has been doing country music for 12 years. Finally, somebody said, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this little country girl up, come on up, girl. And she sold bell-bottom jeans, merch, and a wine, right? Now, a lot of this helped because she was on the Yellowstone TV show, because her record label wasn't pushing her. Okay, the Yellowstone TV show pushed her. And so now she's on a tear. She won a bunch of awards. But I want y'all to understand, when it comes to business, creative marketing, or what we call guerrilla marketing, or like, messy marketing, all of a sudden is what sells. It just is. It's what sells. And so I want you to understand, first of all, you have to find your own deals. A lot of people talk about creative marketing when it comes to real estate and other things, but really, all this stuff is the same. This is why when you talk about business ownership and people are like, oh, I got a business, I'm like, nah, baby. There's two different types of us out here. If you really are like, I love business, like I hate going in an office where other coworkers want to talk shit on me and don't think I'm smart, don't think I'm capable, won't give me the respect I deserve, won't pay me what I deserve, I can go out here and go get 3 times that. And for the last couple of years, consistently made over 300K, multiple years. I'm not going to sit in somebody's office for less than 300. And I've told y'all that multiple times here on this channel. So again, you have to fund your own deals. Creative marketing is the way. You have to understand, we're in an attention economy, right? Even now on YouTube, I'll be sitting here watching these videos and somebody will pop up, hey, are you looking to get your roof fixed out here in Cedar Park, Texas? I'm going by houses and checking roofs and da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa, I done seen this guy's roofing commercial like 10 times. People know they have to utilize the platforms. They just got to, right? So what are the good things that came out of this? The good things that came out of this is the Bernie Mac, like Bernie Mac's daughter has consistently over the years had an Instagram page, and she's been posting really cool things about her dad. I'm not saying they should be doing all out tributes all the time to Bernie Mac, but he was one of a kind. So, salute to Bernie Mac out of this. Also, Mr. Curry hanging with Mr. Cooper. His Google search rankings went up. Every single person that Cat Williams mentioned, good or bad, their search data, their SEO, their relevance went up today. So to play like this guy hasn't been relevant, and he hasn't been consistently on the road, consistently in movies, it is silly, right? And this is where SEO matters, because what's going to happen is a lot of the stuff and incidents there he talked about, people are Googling and searching. And immediately every person here jumped the next day and responded. You're talking about Ludacris. You're talking about just about everybody, right? Everybody responded, but no one called him a liar. And that's one thing about the Black community. Hey, you somebody call you a liar, you're gonna go back and you're gonna fight 2 times. And I thought that was funny. Everybody said, oh, he angry, he drinking. You know, Tiffany had to say he looked like Charleston White, but nobody's calling him a liar because they don't want that smoke. Because again, he keeps receipts. I went and saw the movie American Fiction the other day, and it was basically Hollywood Shuffle, but modern age. And I want y'all to understand like how hard it is for these artists to put out content. The Wayans, the whole Wayans family, they had one point wanted to buy a studio out in the West Coast. That got shut down in Oakland, if I'm not mistaken. And that family helped create several movies, and some of that stuff got stolen right underneath their nose, right? You have to understand, it's so important. Hollywood makes so much money, and I'm just saying Hollywood as a overarching thing. They make so much money off these comedians, these stars, these artists, and for somebody to steal your content or something you're making and not give you credit, I understand the anger and also the reply, like I'm gonna knock your head off. You know what I mean? 20 million views in 24 to 48 hours, y'all. You can't. No matter how many cyber bully copy strikes I get on my channel, no matter how many little takedowns of my Facebook posts and stuff happens, that's why I kept sharing it, because I was gonna let it lie. But then I said, oh, y'all gonna hit me with a strike? Oh, the cabal is working, huh? The cabal is making sure we can't post about this. Nah, I'm posting. And if you didn't get a chance, please go check out Diamond Dave's video. He did an excellent job about talking about being tastemakers in America. Now, what does that mean, tastemakers in America? Did you see Diamond Dave's video? Put a 1 in the comments if you have. Put a 1 in the comments if you've seen Diamond Dave's video. I think he does an excellent job in his reporting skills, and his dissections, his analysis. And so it talked about us being tastemakers in America, and how what we're doing is so, like, people be nosy, right? One of the biggest reasons NLI money is so debated is because you have a bunch of Black people who are in sports who it's always been like, oh, you should be just grateful to go to college and take this degree, and nothing happens really for you. Most college students end up coming out not working great jobs unless they're connected and networked well. So now it's like, hey, I'm going to give you $1 million and your body's going to be broken up. I've told you, majority of the boys in my family that played college sports, they have knee problems and back problems to this day in their 40s and 30s. And no one talks about that. No one talks about how they're injured for life, knees, head, shoulders, all kind of stuff, and no one thinks they should be compensated. And so because the schools so long and so egregiously ran with the money and never said, let's figure out a way to like give these kids 30K a year or something, let's figure out how to give them 50K a year so they're not working and doing school and doing all this stuff. They never decided to figure that out. And no one's, that's the thing about power. Power is taken, it's not given. So when NIL money came out, and you have these kids coming out getting $1 million, getting $500,000, just some of them getting $50,000, and it just improving their family's life. Some of these white country boys who come off farms, they're telling you, like, this NIL money, I'm able to leave the farm to play sports, and my father's not destitute or bankrupt because NIL money. But they're not trying to hear that part. They just mad because they see a lot of young Black men shining, buying cars, which has been going on in Alabama for years, and nobody cared about Alabama. They just swept it under the rug. And so we are the tastemakers of society, and this is why NLI is so hotly contested, because a lot of white Americans are on the outside of it. Like, why are we giving them money? They don't know the countless Black families that we see where they're living in, struggle poverty. I know parents that couldn't even go to their kids' games. Right? Like, I remember seeing white people in college, parents at every single game, no matter the city, no matter the state, they were traveling. The Black guy, the school had to pay to get his mama out there. I remember seeing those people at my cousin's college, like, oh yeah, they flew his mom out. She's by herself. So this NLI money has opened the door for them at least to have the comfortability that their parents could come see them for a game or two, and they not have to crawl on their hands and knees and beg the school to fly their mama out somewhere. All right. And so that's why that's a big thing for me. I'm big on the NLI. I got NLI certified for a reason, but we'll talk more about that next year. Another thing, how we're tastemakers in America: music, sports, news. I posted on my wall about the Cat Williams thing. I had 30 comments from Black people. I look at, and my Facebook is very like I have a lot of white friends in person, people I go two-stepping with, people I do country music shows with in person. And the contrast of the Black folk, like the contrast is stark. All the white people are like, what's going on with the Cat Williams? I'm not wasting my time watching 2 hours of Cat Williams. Now, these are the same people that are going to watch Netflix. They're going to watch Hallmark movies. They're going to watch stupid stuff all day anyway for 2 hours. But because they're like, I don't understand honestly, the vibes, the concepts, the people they're even talking about, they aren't stars in my ecosphere, so I'm not going to watch it. So what ended up happening is, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, Cat Williams doing this raises the flag for everybody. It raises the Google search for everybody. They're already making money off you off theme pages on Instagram. They're already making money off you on Instagram and YouTube and you name it, Facebook groups. I'm going to be very, very, very direct with you. Part of my partnerships I'm working with right now, they've been open and honest and saying, hey, we know African American people and white people too are not, they don't have the degrees in computer science. They don't even have degrees. But we know if we can teach them in these classes, in these intermediate classes, we can get a lot of them into tech via this route. Are you okay with partnering with us, knowing now that we are going to market towards Black people? And I had to say yes, because at the end of the day, I know the Black people we help and the white people, let's be very clear, the white and Indian people, because the Facebook group I have is super diverse. They will go on to have better family history because they were able, mom and dad were able to get a job that's paying $75,000 to $150,000 a year. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with those partnerships. I'm okay because at the end of the day, Diamond Dave and some of these people are right. They make money knowing groups of people in America are not up to snuff. Now, what do I mean not up to stuff? Okay. I mean disadvantaged, not aware, not alert. Gun clubs and golf clubs and tennis groups. They have people on Instagram and Eventbrite and you name it, marketing to Black people, marketing to women who are interested in golf because they know they're not exposed as men are, right? And so there's money that people will make off these things. And you just have to decide, are you willing to be a marketing pro, right? And also make money, or do you just want to be famous? Because there's a lot of people that just rather be famous at this point. They just want to be famous. They just want to like show up to the event. And I get that. Part of me putting on this show for this, the tour I'm putting on this year for the first part of the year is I want to go out in person and see people and hear the vibe and hear the energy, see the streets, see the real estate in the different cities and states that I'm gonna hit, because that's how you get real feedback. When you are isolated, you just go, Texas is great, nothing else but Texas, 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 Texas all day. That will blind me from seeing what could possibly be potential in North Carolina, what could possibly be potential in Florida, what could possibly be potential in Huntsville, Alabama, that could be potential in Oklahoma, that could be potential in Colorado, right? And what's happening is there's a massive shift where people are moving. Now, let's be really honest. There are companies and businesses that have made their whole income, their whole game plan is always make money in Texas and run Texas up. And they are very wealthy to this day, right? Buc-ee's, HEB, all of them. HEB basically said, let me run the table. At Walmart, who? HEB every day, all day, right? Fastest growing company in the country. And so what's happening is you have to be able to be alert, get out of your ivory tower and see what's going on. And so this is where Cat Williams has a lot of them, because if he's doing 100 cities, right? 100 city shows multiple years in a row, and he's able to go out and communicate with people on the street and go find younger comics. Like, he has that over up on them. Now, I think he's incredibly intelligent. That's a whole nother conversation. But if you pay attention to what's happened is the leapfrogging the cabal. Prime example, Shannon Sharp. He's on there with Skip. Skip basically knighted him, and he was able to sharpen and hone his skills. Now, if you listen to half the athletes that come on these damn channels, they're dumb as a box of rocks. They're very limited in their conversation. It's unfortunate. But you can tell the ones who are studying, changing, growing, reading, becoming more. Because let's be honest, they could just be that athlete the rest of their life, play golf, live in a nice house, and have enough money coming in from investments to cover them to be straight. And that's a lot of people, right? They got enough money coming in when they get to a certain level of middle class, and they play golf on the weekends, and they do barbecues on the weekends, and they're straight. Like, there's a neighborhood I wanted to look at for houses, and I was like, these people don't even leave this neighborhood. They got these ridiculous pools in the backyard, these nice patios. They come out in their backyard, they do their little grilling, and they chilling at their house. They don't interact with other parts of Austin, and that's okay. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But that's most people. So how do you get above average person in America? You just got to travel a little bit. You just got to read a little bit. You just got to study a little bit, and you will actually be smarter, more adept than the average person in America. Average person in America is just showing up to a job, doing small stuff. Now, what can you do to market to that? What can you do to market to that energy of like, man, I just do the same thing every day. I just go to the same neighborhood. Kids go to the same school. I'm just doing soccer dad stuff. I'm doing that. It's messy. It's the messy marketing. It's the Cat Williams marketing. It's the here and there doing these podcasts. That's why these podcasts went on fire for a while, because guys would hear stuff and be like, what did he just say? What crazy stuff did he just say? And it's a messy marketing. It's a catch your attention marketing. And so what happens is you're now marketing, once you know your audience, you're marketing to their best desire. Hey, are you looking to make more income? Are you looking to invest your income? Are you looking to be able to take your family on more vacations? Are you looking to fix your roof? Are you looking to, you know what I mean? Are you looking to work remotely? Are you tired of driving stuck in traffic every day and want to work remotely? These are things that these marketing companies know are people's desires, and now they have to market to them. But again, back to Diamond Dave's, we're the tastemakers. You see, a lot of our people, when you heard Cat Williams say, I fund my own stuff. And he's been saying that for years. I fund my own deals. I fund my own projects. If you're in a position where you don't have money to fund your projects, some of these people would rather take the fame and take the lot of views from the house and call it a win. I want you to do both. That's all. I just want you to do both. I want you to be able to watch how these people are moving and this attention colony, and be able to benefit from it. Because we basically are the tastemakers. We basically make the content nonstop. Every time I go on any of these pages, if you actually go look up on LinkedIn, this is why LinkedIn is so important. Y'all be letting LinkedIn fly past your head. You go on LinkedIn and you look up some of these Instagram pages, you will see their whole staff. And it'll literally be lily white staff, the whole staff, and all they're doing is running around the internet pulling what's viral that looks like us 9 times out of 10 and putting it up there and marketing in between products and services, sponsorships, right? Jumper 22, Vlad TV, all this stuff like this. And you're gonna say, well, Erica, oh, it's because they have better cameras. It's because they have better audio, Erica. It's just because they're better. No, it's not. Some of this is algorithm, some of this is running ads. But at the end of the day, it's because we value the fame of it more than, I rather own the platform, get all the dollars, have 2 or 3 million coming in, and I can put my family to work. Again, this is why Tyre P. Hinton, this is why all these Black artists will sit here and tell you how bad they're getting paid, how bad the stuff is. And the only way they kind of get around it is if they create their own movies, they create their own shows, they pitch stuff to them. Issa Rae and this younger Gen Z generation, she's not Gen Z, she's a millennial, but a lot of this generation is coming in and going, damn, they really going to try to 360 me a deal. I better come up with my own show. I can put it on Instagram. I can put it on YouTube. I better come up with my own thing, build my own small tribe, because this is how they're going to do you. This is how these companies are going to do you. So if this content has been helpful, drop a one in the comments. I know it's kind of quiet. I haven't always been talking back and forth to all you guys, but drop a one in the comments if you guys are enjoying the content. But this is part of why I hope, if nothing else, y'all get it out of this lesson from Cat Williams is, you know, guerrilla marketing, unique marketing. You know, he even made a joke. He's like, I really don't market before I do my shows. And he usually doesn't, if you notice, because what happens when you have an email list or on Ticketmaster, let's say on Ticketmaster, I buy a ticket to an event. The next year that artist comes back around, Ticketmaster's like, hey, would you like to buy this ticket again? Or B, here's some other artists like this other artist that you listen to that you seem to like. Do you like these people? This is what Ticketmaster does. So he's not lying to you. When Eddie Griffin, when I was in Las Vegas, Eddie Griffin had shows, DL Hughley, a couple other people I'm thinking of. But long story short, when I was in Las Vegas, because I had bought tickets for certain things while in Las Vegas, it now Ticketmaster sends me stuff on certain artists. And so this whole concept of like, oh, he's just doing this because he has a show to market. And I'm like, no, like Ticketmaster and the way the automation is now, they do a lot of the heavy leg lifting and work for you. This is why it's so important for you guys to get up into the SEO and learn it. And why I talk about tags and videos and different things. There's a reason, all right? You want to have this huge digital footprint. And since I've been getting guerrilla marketing on Twitter, dropping links. Yep. So, you know, so this is part of like, thanks for all the ones, you guys. I'm glad you're enjoying it. But this is, I just want y'all to learn from this is like, if you're going to try to get in Hollywood or music or anything like that, you have to really be honest with yourself. Do you want to have ownership of your stuff? Do you want to be putting on shows? Do you want to have it as AM1 said in the comments, the get it out the trunk mentality? Where is it at? Selling it out the trunk mentality like E40? Yeah. You know, do you have that in you? And a lot of people don't, and that's okay. But the social media, like, I can't remember who said it. I think it might be Patrick David. He was like, this is the easiest time ever. This is like, tell me where you can hop online, share what you have, put a link out, come buy my stuff, you know, come to my event. They can't make it any easier. Now, I want you to, in your mind as well, to segue and think about how easy this translates to, and I'm not going to go too deep in it to right now for this show, but SaaS companies. They got a 27-year-old boy on Income Report, I think American Income Report, and they're like, oh, he can't, you know, he's like, I make $300K a year, right? He's like, how do you make that? I have a SaaS company. And I think what happens is our community has been so focused on sports, right? So focused on music, so focused on the entertainment side of things that we're missing that backside of SaaS and tech. And there's going to be a market push toward that. There's going to be a huge bunch of marketing for farming, like pretty much the contrarian economy is I'm going to make a video about it, but I'm going to call it the contrarian economy, where marketing, farming, micro farms, SaaS companies, just, you know, there's a series of stuff coming up through the ranks that people are going to start marketing, and y'all see more about it. And I'll talk about it. I think I'm going to do like a digital real estate class the week after the 5-day kickoff. And I'll talk about it in there. But the 5-day kickoff is next week. So that's our only focus. January 8th through 12th is literally every day, 2 hours, maybe 3 some nights. But it's our 5-day kickoff to get our year right, plan it out, help you chart your goals. And I just know for most people, if you hit January to April right, aka Cat Williams style, you hit it with the bang, you're good for the rest of the year. But many people are not gonna be able to hear that. Let me see any other comments y'all have in there that I missed. Y'all have any other comments in here that I missed? Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that's basically the show. I wasn't coming out here to sling bangers. My jaw's still pretty messed up right now, but I want you to understand, like, this January to April, it'll go so fast, and by the summer, you're going to see people's mindset is like election. They're going to be overloaded on it. And they're going to really press hard this summer for like a fun summer. right? Everybody was like, I'm waiting on the housing market to come down. It's not coming down. 2, 3 years later, they're mad because it's not coming down. So they're going to spend that time instead of saying, let me get creative, let me look up the down payment assistance programs, let me find out different ways to get a house. They're just going to go to fun mode or angry mode. So depending on how that inflation hits for the later part of this year, the summer, you got some people hitting angry mode. You got some people hitting angry mode. So yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, that's all I had for y'all today. I'm not really at my top best, but I just wanted to share that with you. But yeah, the SEO, the Google rankings, all this stuff that we try to overlook, Cat Williams helped every single one of those people he mentioned by doing that. Every single one of those guys are going to get um, a bump on the internet because of him. So to say, oh man, he's a hater, he's a this or that, it's kind of comical to me. It's a marketing deal, and he marketed it for everybody in a way that they don't even realize. People are going back looking up old TV shows, old movies, old things, and they're like, oh man, I didn't even know they did all that, right? So it's really a boon to everybody, and people are missing that part of the marketing because they're wanting to be so angry with him. And I'm like, y'all are missing the whole point of this. Shannon Sharpe got 20 million people to see his liquor, right? and people are going to be buying what is liquor, okay? And also, gosh, the one thing I heard today that drove me crazy is some guys like, oh, Cat Williams owes Shannon Sharpe because Shannon Sharpe only going to make like $4,000 off Google AdSense. And I wish these people would stop talking that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like Shannon Sharpe from 20 million views because of his CRMs is going to make somewhere around $50,000 to $75,000 for one freaking show. For one freaking show. And then on top of that, you're not even talking about the fact that he broke it down into clips, because most people's attention span is that of a goldfish. So he broke it down in these 5-minute, 10-minute clips, and they're getting 3 million views per clip. Closer to 10 minutes, the more you can put ads on it, but different types of ads on it. So it's like the people talking is hilarious, right? Because it's like you don't even understand what's happening. It's not about the Google AdSense, for the love of God. It's not about the Google AdSense, for the love of God. Shut up about that. Y'all missing the whole point. He sold out of his cognac, Noche Cinco cigars last night. There you go. There you go. I mean, again, and it's money in batches, man. I love it. I love to see it. But yeah, again, Shannon Sharpe's gonna ride this wave. He was like, I'm scared nobody's gonna come on my show afterwards. That's bullshit. More people are gonna come on this show now than ever. This helps everybody. Our messy economy and the way we are tastemakers in our society, it helps everybody. It's messy. It'll make money, unfortunately. And hopefully him and Martin Lawrence can really do a real buddy cop movie one day. Because I'm like, what happened? But you guys, this is your girl Erica, Classic on Blog. I hope to see you in the 5-day kickoff next week. Again, Monday, 5-day kickoff. You guys should be seeing emails later today and tomorrow for all the students who purchased Zoom call links and all that other good stuff. For those of you who signed up to help with the Gumroad party, you should be seeing an email too. Those got posted. Some of those ebooks got posted later tonight and tomorrow. And we'll have a video and help you how to promote it. So he's the new Barbara Walters. I mean, listen, Shannon gonna have that. It's gonna be rolling. It's gonna be rolling. You're right, because Shannon is not just talking sports all day. Thank the Lord. He actually has some kind of balance too. But anyways, you guys, this is your girl Erica. Gonna rest the jaw. I'm good. All right, you guys, this is your girl Erica, Classic Clown Blog. Thank you guys so much. I thank you guys for supporting this channel. Thank you guys for supporting the Digital Liberty Tour. It's gonna be a blast. Again, I'm super excited. Later.